Hi everyone, my name's Laura.
Hi, I'm Amanda and I'm Charlotte's mum and I'm also a midwife.
Hi, I'm Rowena from Western Australia and I have a beautiful 3-year-old daughter.
My strongest memory of perinatal anxiety and depression was approximately 3 weeks after Charlotte was born. I remember driving back to the hospital for a psychiatrist appointment to check up how I was doing after having Charlotte.
When my son was born, I had a really tough time adjusting to motherhood. From breastfeeding to recovering from birth, I really struggled. One thing that got to me the most was his sleeping. He never wanted to sleep.
Not long after the birth of my daughter, I was diagnosed with postnatal depression and post-traumatic stress disorder after a very long and traumatic birth that ended in C-section.
Driving down the freeway, Charlotte was crying and she'd been crying all night and all morning, and I remember screaming back at her for the first time saying, "I wish I never had you, I hate you, I want to die." I finally got to the hospital and the psychiatrist was so lovely. She took on board everything I said and said to me, "I know what you're going through, but we have to admit you to ensure that you and your baby are safe." My first reaction was, no, I've got washing on the line, I have to go home.
I was putting my son to sleep in his bassinet and rocking it gently. And the more that he cried, the more I shook it harder. And I found myself gripping it so hard that my hand had turned white, and it was actually hurting from how hard I was gripping. And I said to him, and I screamed it, I said, "What do you want from me? Why can't you just sleep?"
For me, it was very, very intense being in my work environment and also watching my world crumble in front of me.
Some of the strongest feelings and sensations that I had during this time were fear that I was losing my mind, fear that I wasn't going to get better, and fear that I wasn't going to be able to love my daughter like I felt she deserved. And also guilt because this isn't how it was supposed to feel.
And at that point, I knew that I needed help. I put my hand up and I called PANDA, and I spoke to a lovely lady who really made me see that no matter how much sleep I got, I still would be having these awful feelings inside me that I just couldn't deal with.
My advice to anyone experiencing any perinatal anxiety or depression to please seek help early. It's the most important thing, and I truly believe that putting my hand out despite difficult circumstances saved my life and saved my baby's life.
If I could tell parents one thing, and mothers, that it's okay to admit that you need help.
There is help out there and you should absolutely seek it as soon as you can, and tell people around you so that they can be aware of it and help you, accept help from them wherever.
I'm still on my journey, but I know that I'm on the road to recovery. Charlotte and I now have wonderful moments. There are tough days, but overall, I just love being with her, and it does get better.